Warning: this story contains spoilers for Resident Evil Season 1 on Netflix. If you are not yet caught up, consult our Resident Evil Netflix Season 1 review without spoiler. Resident Evil is back, and this time, it is in the form of a series live from Netflix. While the games influence the intrigue and the universe of the first series of live action by Netflix based on the longtime zombie franchise of Capcom, the show takes place in fact in its own original universe. Although Netflix has not yet announced if the series will be renewed for a second season, the final of Season 1 sets up many ideas on what could be the center of the advance if we get a Season 2. Let's do everything that happened during the final of the Resident Evil season, and how certain events could lead to Season 2. Loading. The four Weskyrs. After many questions on the subject, we finally learn exactly how Albert Wesker, yes, the same Albert Wesker as in a volcano in Resident Evil 5, is alive in this show. He is a clone. In fact, the original Wesker has 3 clones: Albert, Albie and Bert. We followed Albert during most of the series, while we learn more about his brother as an eccentric clone and guardian Bert towards the end of the season. As for Albie, he was alongside the original Wesker when Umbrella tried to close the project. Although we do not know much about the circumstances surrounding why the real Wesker created the clones, we learn from Bert that the clones were part of a research and development team to help the original Wesker. After the clones were captured by Umbrella, Albert concluded an agreement with Evelyn Marcus to work for the company in exchange for having his own life. Bert remains the only living Wesker, or at least with regard to girls in 2022. Thanks to the scenario in 2036, we know that Albert does not die until much later in the chronology. Although we do not know how much Bert is a clone in history if a Season 2 occurs, it will be interesting to see the dynamic between Billy, Jade and Bert because the 3 are now on the run from Umbrella. Films Resident Evil in order 8 images. How will Ada Wong play a role in Resident Evil Season 2? The 2022 calendar ends with Albert Wesker, who apparently sacrificed himself to allow Bert, Billy, and Jade to escape the composed and closed community of Umbrella. Before Albert blows the laboratory, we see him give a note to the girls and ask his daughters to find someone. In a later scene, we learn that the PE,